Hey, what's going on guys? Ace and John here. Today we're going to be doing a brief Destiny 2 news update. But before we jump into things, I asked if you want to keep up to date on all Destiny 2 news, information, leaks, and tutorials, and discussions, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Anyways, let's jump into it. So, starting off, as you guys know, Bungie is doing the Games to Give Lightkeepers charity event, and as part of the incentives for this event at 250k, we got to preview the Dawning 2020 Titan ornaments, and then at 500k, we got to see the Dawning 2020 Warlock ornaments, and over the weekend we just hit 750k, so that means we got to see the Dawning 2020 Hunter ornaments. And sheesh, that Hunter is thick. Anyways, moving on, currently at the making of this video, we're about at 900k, so within the next couple days or so, we're going to hit 1 million, and at 1 million we'll get the final little bonus, which is a Dawning 2020 preview of the legendary reward. And if you guys haven't seen my previous videos, actually Ginsor on Twitter, a Destiny 2 data miner, has actually already gone and data mined the legendary reward, which I'll be showing on screen right about now. And as you guys can see, it seems like the weapon is going to be called the Chalibian, and it seems like it's going to be very similar to the Arantel, which you guys, if you don't know, was a very powerful fusion rifle that actually just got sunset. And so just when we thought we put the Arantel to sleep, it seems like it is coming back to wreak havoc in the Crucible. Although even though we still live in a post high impact fusion rifle nerfed world, these things still wreck in Crucible. Honestly, with fusion rifles just being fusion rifles, I might have to make a video in the future someday talking about how powerful these high impact frames still are. But speaking of data mining, JP Deathblade, another data miner who usually data mines Eververse information, has come out on Twitter to make a prediction that he thinks the quest for the Hawkmoon will actually end up going live on December 15th. And well, there's a possibility that this could be 100% correct, because so far he's made a bunch of Eververse predictions, as he does on his website, todayindestiny.com, which I'll have a link down below if you want to check that out. But based off the information that he's able to data mine and see, it seems like that we may be getting the Hawkmoon quest on December 15th, which is a lot sooner than a lot of people thought. Though take this with a grain of salt, as this is leaked Eververse information, and this does change pretty often. Anyways, moving on, this is sort of an accident, but it seems like a character artist from Bungie accidentally posted to ArtStation a set of armor that is actually themed around the gun manufacturer in Destiny, Hawkmoon. And in combination with this, people actually dug around in the database and found out that there's a brand new emblem in the database called Fluid Resonance. It actually strikes a pretty close resemblance to previous flawless solo dungeons. And so because of this, users like Rednecks are cool on Reddit actually have begun to think that we may be getting a new Europa dungeon in the near future. And while yes, the emblem does strike a resemblance to the solo flawless prophecy emblem, as well as the solo Shattered Throne emblem. And yes, in the prophecy dungeon, we did get a Gun Foundry Dado armor set. Even with all that, I just don't think we're gonna end up getting a dungeon on Europa, at least in the near future. I mean, this is probably another like 2 or 3 seasons out we would get another dungeon. Yeah, as much as I'd love a dungeon to be on Europa, I just don't see it as a possibility story-wise currently at the moment. Another thing I'd like to point out that was even pointed out in the original Reddit post is that the Dido armor set that we actually got for the Prophecy Dungeon was never meant to be in the Prophecy Dungeon. That was actually meant to be a Eververse set of armor, hence why that armor set didn't really fit the theme and setting, because originally we were supposed to get reprised Trials of the 9 gear for that, but because Bungie felt it was wrong that a aspirational activity didn't have unique set of gear, they ended up putting the Eververse gear in there instead. With that being said, the presence of that emblem and the art of the armor going up on ArtStation, I just end up seeing this as a big coincidence, and I don't honestly see us getting a dungeon, at least for a good while now. Although that doesn't rule out that Bungie could pull a wild card and pull out the dungeon last minute. But anyways, moving on, something neat that Meisha Sean actually pointed out in a recent video, and credit here to Status Calamitous for this photo, but if you go to the beginning area where you're actually rezzed in the Cosmodrome for, you know, when you make a new character, and when you actually zoom out into the distance, you can actually see two Veil statues out there. If you don't know what the Veil statues are, they're actually in the Deepstone Crypt and Garden Salvation raids, and actually they're inside the pyramids, at least during the Shadowkeep and Beyond Light campaigns. Now personally, I don't think this is anything. I think it's just a accident that they left some assets outside the map, but it's still cool nonetheless to see some Veil statues out in the sky, the Cosmodrome. But anyways, moving on, something that's not really that important, but I just thought it was interesting lore-wise, is on the Destiny 2 DE Twitter, at least inside at Bungie, it seems they're referring to the Drifter, or Eris, and the Extra Stranger as the Dark Vanguard, which is pretty neat. Anyways, moving on to our final topic, we got the absolute banger here that JB3 just released on his YouTube channel. And if you guys don't know, this guy is pretty much known for getting out of the map and pretty wacky, insane glitches. But yesterday on his YouTube channel, he actually uploaded a video, which is a leaked cutscene. I don't think this is even data mined, this looks leaked. But with the way it's being made and everything, this looks very real. I have no clue how this man got this. But anyways, just for a spoiler warning, I'm not going to show this at all. I'll leave a link in the description down below if you guys want to watch it for yourself. But just a big spoiler warning, it is a fat spoiler for the end of the season cutscene. And so if you guys would like to see more of that, I'd say subscribe. I don't know how legal it is for him to have that up on his channel, so if you'd like to see that leaked cutscene early, I'd watch it as soon as you can. But I will say, if you've been paying attention to the dialogue, it's pretty obvious that this was gonna come. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. This was John, and I'll see ya in the next one. Peace.